should be good. That should be good. Okay. We got a little bit of coconut juice. Okay, not water, coconut juice. That's what it say. I never had none. I'm not even a fan of coconut, but I've been a little under the weather, so we gonna take it easy. Mm. Mm. I don't care for that, but it's cool. Come on in here. Let me get my notes ready, cause y'all, today it's gonna be a good day. Okay, y'all need to come on in here. Come on in here. Come on in here. It's about that time. Your girl been missing for about like 2 days, but today is the day. I got my notes and I'm ready for today. Today we talk about some important stuff, so y'all need to come on and get in here. Come on and get in here. We talking about the NPCs of the world. The reason why we need to talk about them, because they need to be discussed. I think I need to sit this bag somewhere else. Like right here. Come on in here. Come on in here. We got a whole lot of stuff to talk about today. We talking about the NPCs of the world. We talking about the deep down in the rabbit hole. My favorite place to be. Like the live while y'all up here. My name is Germanybadd with the 2 D's. Okay, I'm the people's favorite unicorn mermaid princess. I don't got on my unicorn horn today, but I do got on my devil horns. And we finna get into it. Okay, I look cute. I feel good. I've been sick for 2 days. That's why I've been missing. But guess what? I'm back and I'm feeling good. And we got stuff to talk about. So y'all need to go ahead and get in here. Come on in here. We got stuff to discuss. I was going to fix my hair, but I said, you know what? I'm going to use my free will and just leave it. Today, let's use our free will. I used my free will to put these devil horns on today. Like the live while y'all up here, because if not, what are you doing? Can y'all hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. We got stuff to talk about. If we got to move to the car, we will do that, okay? Okay? Like the live while y'all up here, because if not, what you doing? My name is Germanybadd with the 2 D's. I'm the people's favorite unicorn mermaid princess. I make bangers, okay? Real bangers. Thank you, Josh. Thank you for the participation. I really do appreciate it. Today, I'm going to be needing some participation. Okay, I need some participation. We got a thought experiment that we got lined up for this whole NPC discussion, non-playable character discussion. Okay, we got a thought experiment and I'm going to need some participation. So y'all need to come on and get in here. That's the first thing that we're going to do. We're going to talk about these NPCs. We're going to talk about these people with this aphantasia disorder. Okay, and we need to talk about why they're so important. If y'all don't know, my name is Germanybadd with the 2 D's. I'm the people's favorite unicorn mermaid princess. Okay, I make bangers. Okay, if y'all love music, please tap in with my music. It's a big old ant. Come on in here, y'all. We got stuff to talk about. We got to get deep down in the rabbit hole. Thank you for liking the live while you up here, okay? Today, we got things to discuss, okay? I got my notes ready, conversation ready. What's up, Darkio? What's up, Josh? Y'all hear that? Yes, thank y'all for liking the live. Thank y'all for liking the live. We got stuff to discuss today. We finna be talking about Satan worshiper. No, Stacy. Here you come already. I'm about to be talking about you and your kind today. These NPCs of the world, it got to be discussed. Okay, today is the day that we're gonna be discussing who you and your family members, Stacy. Okay. Cause last live, I'm trying to tell y'all, I had so many trolls that was just going against me, saying everything they was on my ass, okay? But this live, I'm finna tell y'all about yourself. Okay, we gotta discuss these NPCs of the world. I need y'all to get in here because we got a thought experiment that we gotta discuss. This thought experiment, it has to be the beginning of the lesson for today. Where are you from? I'm from Virginia. VA 757. Hey. Okay, so boom. Now, I really wanted more people to come into here before we got into this thought experiment, but I don't want to really waste no time. I feel like this ant is mad at me now because I moved him out of his home. I'm sorry, Ant. I'm sorry. Hopefully he don't bite me. Your mama a demon too. My mama is not a demon. My mama have a soul. Okay, she have a soul and she's not no demon. Oh, this lady out here with her kids, I got these devil horns on. But y'all know what? I ain't scared. I'm gonna use my free will to do what the I wanna do. Okay, because this I be coming out here every morning. I ain't never seen her. I ain't never seen her come out here. Okay, so don't try to come archon my spot away from me. What's up though, fam? Hey, babe. Shout out to Babe. That's my dog. What time is it in Virginia? Like 10 o'clock. Okay, so boom, we got things that we got to discuss today. We getting into the whole NPC conversation. All these airplanes want to distract me. The archons want to come visit the park when they'll never visit the park at this time. It's cool. It's cool. Like to laugh for all my struggles. Hey, love, respect. Hey, Dayron, what's up? Like to laugh. Okay, so boom. And she keep looking at me. I'm trying to tell y'all, these archons, they like to do stuff like that. Now her dog want to bark. Y'all see this? Y'all can see it with your own eyes, okay? Y'all see me go live at this around this time every single day, except the past 2 days because I've been sick. And y'all see it with your own eyes. Got the dogs barking, the airplanes flying. She brought her little baby out here knowing I got my devil horns on. But it's cool. Now her dog want to keep barking. Like, this is exactly what I be talking about when it comes to these archons. It's not... But guess what? You don't react. That's how you deal with it. Hey, eternal love, what's up? Okay, y'all. While it's a couple people in the building, let's get into our thought experiment. Okay. First thing I want y'all to do, I want y'all to really participate. I don't never ask y'all for participation. Okay. But today I really want y'all to participate because this conversation is much needed. Okay, this is not conspiracy theory, nothing. Okay, this is real deal topic that need to be discussed. Before we get into it, I want to give y'all a disclaimer. Okay, I'm not trying to be a teacher, guru, preacher, leader, church, none of that. Okay, I don't want you to follow me. I want you to be a sovereign divine being such as myself. I am a sovereign divine being, so the things that I discuss up here and the ideas and beliefs that I tell y'all that I have, that's my ideas and beliefs. You don't have to keep those ideas and beliefs. Okay, I emailed you, Germany. I don't have Instagram. Eno, shout out to you, Eno. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I hope you are doing well, and I hope emailing you is okay. I also be on YouTube. Y'all see, like, her dog is literally barking for no reason. Like to laugh for my struggles. Okay, y'all see the archons, they be on my ass. I'm trying to tell y'all, they been on my ass. I've been so sick for the past 2 days. It don't make no sense. But guess what, bitch? We still out here. We still doing our thing. Y'all know how it go. We don't play. We don't play. And her dog want to, look, I'm trying to tell you, it's cool. That jacket fire. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so boom, let's get into our thought experiment while it's a couple people up here. And thank y'all so much for liking the live. I really do appreciate you. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. You know. Thanks. So boom. Today we are discussing NPCs. Okay. Is that your dog? No, it's not my dog. It's some archon dog that came over here. But it's cool. It's cool. The dog stopped barking, so we not tripping. So boom. I want y'all to participate. This is the only time I ever asked y'all to participate ever in life. Okay, please participate in this thought experiment because we got to talk about these NPCs and these people with this aphantasia disorder and the purpose and the reason why and where the fuck they came from and all of the deep details of it all. Okay, her fucking dog is gonna piss me the fuck off. But guess what? We're not gonna let the archon stress us out. Okay, we just gonna ignore it. So please ignore the dog with me. Okay, so boom. I want everybody at this exact moment, and please put in the comments after when I tell y'all, but please, I want everybody to close your eyes right now, okay? And please be honest. Don't lie when y'all put in y'all responses in the comments, okay? I want everybody to close their eyes right now. We are going to do something called the Aphantasia test, Okay, there is a test that you can take basically, and to find out if you have this disorder, aphantasia, which I am correlating to the non-playable characters of the world. Okay, so close your eyes, and I want y'all to imagine a red apple. Okay, I want y'all to see this apple as vividly as you can see this apple, okay? If you having trouble seeing the apple, that's okay. If you can clearly see this apple in your mind's eye right now, please put a 1 in the chat. Can you see the red apple in your mind's eye at this exact moment? Put a 1 in the chat if you can. Put a 2 in the chat if you having a little bit of trouble trying to see the apple, and put a 3 in the chat if you can't see anything. This is the only time that I ask y'all for participation. I have never asked y'all to participate in nothing, but this is the only time that I really want y'all to participate. I need the truth. 1, if you can see that red apple very vividly in your head. 2, if you can see it, but it's a little bit of trouble, you having a little bit of trouble seeing it. 3, if you can't see the apple, okay? It's nothing, no apple. That's okay too. Just be honest, please. Okay, so we got a lot of people saying 1. Okay. If you cannot see that apple, 3. If you are a 3 and you cannot see that apple, more than likely everybody up here is going, okay, the deeper FBA. Okay, can you specifically comment and tell me what's your trouble with trying to see the apple? The deeper FBA, please let me know. She on demon timing too. Sharp PJ Thorn. Okay, so you having like a little bit of trouble seeing the apple, but you can still see the apple. Cool. Shit, apples in my head look better than real ones. Me too, Eno. 3, 2, 1, go 1. Okay, so majority of the people here, which is what I assumed, your apple is black. Okay, I don't know what that's about. The deep. If you can see a black apple but you can't see a red one, that sounds disturbing. I can picture the apple, and of course they are trying to blur it or force something else in there. Okay, so you can see the apple. Very good. 0, I can see apple vividly and detailed. Please show me. See red horns. Okay, so boom. Very good. This is exactly what I expected. Majority of the people that come to my lives, we talk about stuff that really matter. Okay, we get deep down in the rabbit hole and whatnot. So I assumed that a lot of you guys would have said 1. You were able to see the apple vividly in your head. Okay, now what I came here to tell y'all about are about people who may have possibly put 3 in the chat who can't see the apple. They cannot visualize this apple at all. Okay, they can't see it. Okay, these people are walking around on this earth, and they are the majority. Okay, so minority is the people who see the 1. It's just a lot of y'all come here and y'all are already into the conspiracy theories and stuff like that. So I assumed y'all would be able to see it anyway. Oh, that's my cousin. Shout out to you, cousin. Love you, cousin. You are smart and beautiful. Keep it up. I click on your videos just to see you and hear your voice from time to time. Well, I miss you, cousin. You got to come link with me one day. I miss you real bad. Please, why would anyone listen to someone who is such as demon horns? What philosophy is that? What concept is that? Only 155 people have souls because we ran out of souls. That's not right. It's sad. I hope it ain't true. Okay, let's get into it, okay? So, I came up here to talk about the NPCs of the world, but what we're really talking about is something called aphantasia, okay? There is a disorder where actually the majority of people who are living on this earth are walking around with this disorder. This disorder, basically, these people, it's like the lights are on, but like nobody's home. Okay, that's what that's the best way to describe it. Okay, so I'm not making this up. Okay, you can go look this up. This is not a made up thing. These people do not have a inner monologue. Okay, so you know how, another thought experiment, if I tell you to say hello in your head right now, the people who put 1 are more than likely going to be able to do that. They're going to be able to say whatever it is that they want to say in their head, have an internal monologue, have a whole storyline going on, have their imagination be very bright and vivid. However, we have these people with this disorder called aphantasia. Exactly, lights on and nobody's home. They don't have dialogue or conscious thought. Exactly, we're going to get into the whole consciousness of it all. That is the important part, very important part of it. So boom, we have these people. Now, this is where it gets crazy, right? I'm going to tell y'all about, like, and like I said, y'all can look this up. I'm not making this up. Y'all can go look at interviews with people with this aphantasia disorder, okay? Not making it up. So boom, we have these people with this aphantasia disorder where they cannot literally, okay? I'm talking about literally cannot even imagine what their own family members and loved ones look like if they're not with them. Okay, I've seen interviews where they have said this, so it's not like I'm making this up. Okay, they literally imagine waking up and your child go to school, and it's not like, say we don't have iPhones at the time. You wake up and your child go to school, and now like you trying to think about what your child look like, and you can't even imagine what your child looks like. Okay, you can't even think about it. It won't even be able to cross your mind. Okay, let me open up my notes so that I don't miss nothing, because look y'all, I got notes for today. We got notes. The government pays their light bills if they gang stalk you. LMAO. I do believe in that gang stalking stuff. So that's not what this topic is about, though. We ain't talking about that today. But yes, I agree with you. I'm playing with trees around you. Don't be surprised if the weather starts to get wild. Well, it's been wild since I walked up on it to this park. Okay, this is my favorite tree. Y'all know I don't play about. Oh, okay, we cool. We good. See how the archons like to do? They like to distract. It's cool though. It's cool. So boom, yeah, I heard of that. They can't think inside, yo. That's wild. Just thinking about they normal. Beside that, LOL Germany. They can't do mental visualizing. That's sad. Yeah, I heard about recently. That is very much sad if you are not able to use your. But this is the thing, and I know that this is gonna be like, but I personally feel like these people, and I didn't want to get into this part of it yet, but we're just going to dibble into it a little bit. I believe that these people do not have real consciousness, meaning they do not have the divine spark. Okay, I'm going to get into exactly where these people came from. Okay, this group of people, I'm going to get into the whole history of it all. We're going to get into it in 1 second, but I just wanted to go to where did I write that down at? Okay, so these people, they lack internal moral compass. Okay, they get their beliefs, their ideas from social pressures. Okay, so unlike us, majority of us who are sovereign divine beings, and we can look into the gray spaces. It's not just black and white for us. Okay, we know that there's gray and nuances of life. Okay, these people don't see nuances. They only see polar opposites. So for example, ugly, beautiful, okay, different things like that. That's what they see. They see the polar opposites, while people with a divine spark, a real human being who is capable of transcending the false light trap, okay, these people, and then we're gonna get into the NDEs as well. So boom, before we get deep into the aphantasia aspect of it, I have to give y'all a quick backstory. Now, a lot of y'all who come up here, y'all already know this backstory because I talk about it a whole lot, okay? But today, I must discuss it in order for us to really understand where I'm coming from when it comes to this whole NPCs of the world, okay? So boom, this is the whole, we're gonna start with this whole Egyptian story. I love this story real bad, okay? Love it down, okay? So boom, we back in Egypt. Take your brain, take your inner imagination, if you have one, back to Egypt. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. You archon NPC, okay, of the world. So boom. Y'all see these archons in the comments in real life? What is you barking for anyway? Like, okay. So we going back to Egypt, right? Let's take our inner brain, our inner imagination, and we going back to Egypt. So we're gonna make this story real short because I done told it before, and if y'all never heard of it, y'all can go look at the deep story back on a previous live. You might be the NPC. Well, you know what? I got a whole lot of reasons to explain why I'm not the NPC, okay? I can imagine things in my head. And anyways, And I can think outside the box, unlike people such as yourself. So, like I was saying, we're going to go back all the way back to Egypt. Now, in Egypt, we have these pyramids. In my personal opinion, the Egyptians inherited the pyramids. They did not create the pyramids. They inherited the pyramids from reptilians. Okay? I said it. Yes, from reptilians. That's sad. Leave dogs in the wild. They not pets. They companions. They be oppressed. Okay, I'll stop playing with the ambient energy now. The video was getting choppy. Much love. Thanks for bringing me to this wonderful park. I love that tree. Well, thank you, Eternal Love. I really appreciate you for being here and showing some respect. Okay, so boom, we back in Egypt. Now, these pyramids were inherited by the Egyptians. Everything I say, you don't have to believe it. Like I said, be sovereign, be divine, okay? These pyramids were inherited by the Egyptians. Now, in Egypt at the time, inside of these pyramids, they had a energy source called the Shekinah or Shekinah. Okay, this energy source was basically like an energy amplifier. So if you can imagine like a radio that you turn to a certain frequency to reach God, real source, okay, real source, not God of the Bible. I'm talking about real source. This Shekinah was an amplifier. So in Egypt at the time, this Shekinah was also basically like a civilizer. Okay, she was the civilizing not police, but like civilizing factor, okay, made everything civilized, okay, allowed for civilization and people to like not be doing weird ass dark ass shit that some people were still doing. Okay, so in Egypt at the time, when you were spiritually gifted or spiritually tapped in, you had spiritual gifts and you could do spiritual things, psychic gifts and things like that, you were the important people. Okay, you were nobility. People gave a fuck about you. Okay, you was like, oh yeah, you that girl, you that bitch. Okay, so in Egypt at the time, and this story is very important to the whole NPC conversation, I promise you we're gonna get back to it. So in Egypt at this time, you was nobility if you had any type of spiritual gifts. And if you could not tap into true source, like basically you were a nobody, you were homeless, you were not allowed in society, in civilization. You was kind of pushed to the outskirts. And there were a group of people who, couldn't hear God. They couldn't tap into true source. So they was pushed to the outskirts out of Egypt, basically. And this group of people were like barbarians, basically. Okay, these barbarians, they didn't have a connection to real source. They couldn't hear God. Okay, real God. They couldn't hear shit. So they didn't have any type of civilization to themselves. They didn't have this moral compass. They didn't have any conscience. So they were raping their women. They was doing weird shit with kids. They was killing animals and being weak, just doing any dark depravity that you can think of. They was really doing. Okay, so these people were not allowed into civilization. They was pushed out into society. Then that's when they did become the chosen people, but not the chosen people of true source. They became the chosen people of this other entity that we gonna call the demiurge. Okay, it's a whole lot of names for him, y'all. The Baal, demiurge, whole lot of different things like that. You can name him whatever you want to name him. You can even just say false god to give it like an overview title. Okay, false god. So false god looked down and said, you know what, because look, the false god, the little baby god, not real god, this entity, whatever, looked down and he know that he can't fuck with the Egyptians who tapped in spiritually to real source. It ain't even no reason for him to even attempt to try to go talk to them, because they already tapped in with real God. But these people over here who can't hear shit from real God, he can manipulate them very much easily. So he said, you know what, I'm gonna make y'all motherfuckers my chosen people. Y'all gonna go on this long journey. Y'all gonna go build y'all a temple. Y'all gonna go sacrifice some shit to me in the temple so I know it's real. And then it's lit. I'm gonna make sure y'all straight forever. You know what I'm saying? So boom. Now, the reason why I brought up that story was because we gotta talk about, sounds like cavemen. Very much, okay? So, like I said, we got the tapped in. We have two different types of people, okay? We have the tapped in people who are here in Egypt. They can hear real God. They can hear real source. They have a divine spark within them. Then we have this other people who were not allowed into civilization because they did not have any moral compass, no conscience, no empathy. Okay, this is big. No empathy. Okay, and they could not tap into God, meaning they did not have a real, true connection with God. So they had a connection with the demiurge who chose them as his chosen people. Okay, but you're here, absent-minded professor. That is a horrible name. You need to put some positivity on your name. Okay, so boom. And I appreciate you for being here as well, absent-minded professor. Okay, so I like to laugh while y'all up here, because if not, why you being so mean? Why you being so rude? We up here talking about stuff that really matter, okay? We get deep down in the rabbit hole. So boom. The reason why I'm talking about these two different types of people, because it's going to lead us into the conversation of the non-playable characters of the world, the NPCs, okay? So now we're back to the Aphantasia group. Now, I did a thought experiment. If y'all was not up here when we did the thought experiment, basically it is a experiment to see if you have aphantasia or not. Aphantasia is a disorder where basically you don't have nothing going on up there in your mind, no inner monologue. You can't see family members that you love. You can't visualize anything in your head. There's nothing going on up there. You can't look at the nuances of the world. You kind of look at the polar opposites and just pick a side based off of societal pressures. Okay, you make up your beliefs based off of societal pressures, probably like you, absent-minded professor. And that's what it is to have aphantasia disorder. Now, the thing that really interests me, and the thing that I'm just like so interested about, is the fact that, like I said, there was these two different types of people way back then. Okay, two different types of people. Real people who was tapped in, and then these other people who had no empathy whatsoever, no consciousness. Okay, in today's society, when we hear somebody say, oh, like, he doesn't have a conscience, you would think of like a sociopath. Okay, these people are basically sociopaths. They do not have empathy for anything. Now, this is when we are going to, where was I? Oh, so there is this thing called Myers-Briggs type indicator. Okay, it's somewhat similar to the aphantasia test that we just did. Somewhat similar to it. Basically, it just determines if, and y'all can go take the test if y'all want to, Myers-Briggs type indicator. So it's two types in the Myers-Briggs type indicator, and one type is people who live their life based off of solely their five senses, and these people live in the present moment. They cannot use their mental faculties to imagine a greater future outcome. They living solely in the present moment with what they're doing, focused on what they're doing, and they do not look back and you know how a lot of us who have a divine spark, we look back and we look back on our lives, and we look at things that we did, and we criticize things about our actions and stuff like that. These people don't do that. Okay, 16 types of what? Lobo, and what's up? How you doing? Like the live while y'all up here, because if not, why you being so mean? Why you being so rude? We up here talking about stuff that really matter. Okay, we not wasting our breath. So boom, Myers-Briggs type indicator. Now, there's two types of people in the Myers-Briggs type indicator. There is people who live by their senses, and then there's intuitive people. So there's S for senses, or I for intuitive. Okay, so the intuitive people of the world, such as me, such as a lot of the people who put ones in the chat when we did the thought experiment at the beginning of the live, these people are the intuitive type. The intuitive type of people are the people who can kind of like read between the lines, you know, people who they don't just see black and white, but they see that there's gray and there's nuances of the world, right? People who don't just center all their beliefs off of societal pressure. That is a huge indicator to tell if somebody is a NPC or not. If all of their beliefs are based off of societal pressure, meaning if majority of everybody is Republicans, they're going to be a Republican. And side note, in my lives, we do not discuss stuff that don't matter, such as Republican, Democrat, left, right, female, male, black, white, all of that stuff, because it don't matter. When your ass was in your past life, you was probably the race that you hate. If your ass get caught in a false light trap again, your ass is probably going to end up being the opposite gender, okay? None of that stuff matter. They have an ID, an ego, a subconscious. He mean personality traits. Who means personality traits? Lobo. Furthermore, the symbolism outweighs the message. What symbolism? You mean my devil horns? It's 16 types of people with defining personality traits, but shit changes. Okay, when I was saying two types of people, I was talking about in this Myers-Briggs type indicator. There's only two. It's either people who base off of their senses, which is the S, or people who base things off of their intuition, which is the I. Myers-Briggs 16 personalities. There are 4 points of category, 2 choices per category. Oh, okay. Let me screenshot this Lobo so I can, because y'all know I don't claim to say I know everything, okay? And I love when y'all come to me with information that I don't know. Like, it get me excited. I get stuff to look up at night. So boom, let's finish what I was saying. I talk to the wind and trees, and I tap into the universal consciousness with respect and gratitude, then interact with it using my intention. That is beautiful. I love that. Everybody put a 1 in the chat for eternal love. That was deep. That was real deep. I love that. Okay, so this is what I was saying. When people hear somebody say, "Oh, they don't have a no conscience," like, you know how like it be like kids and they be killing their parents and stuff like that, and they be like, "Oh, they don't have no conscience." Those barbarians. Let me just go back. Let me just go back. Very important. Those barbarians that I was talking about in Egypt, who was pushed out of Egypt and chosen by the demiurge to be his chosen people. Okay, those individuals will later turn into the Israelites slash ooze. Okay, that's who those people are. Okay, that's who they are. That's who they come from. These people don't have a conscience or empathy. They lack empathy. This brings me to the whole NDEs. People, if you were to go look up these different, you turn your volume down, screenshotting. Can you hear me now? Okay, child. I hope y'all can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. So boom. I keep getting distracted. So boom. These people will later, yes, these barbarians will later turn to the Israelites slash ooze. Okay? We know that these people don't have no conscience. Okay, we can clearly see that these people don't have no conscience. These people don't have no empathy. That brings me to the whole near-death experience conversation. People who have had near-death experiences, right? We have, and I think I put it in my notes, but I don't really know. I'm not sure. I don't think I did. But these people who have had these near-death experiences, right? Some of them report seeing majority of the things that I talk about in the false light trap. They talk about seeing tunnels and a light, and having it's slipping my mind right now. Having a life review. Okay? These people speak about seeing that, but then there are other people who literally say that they see black, they didn't see anything, they just basically shut off. Okay, the thing about it is, these people who are the NPCs of the world, I believe that these people are here to push along the storylines of the people who really have a divine spark, and not only to just push along these people, but to also challenge these people who have the divine spark. If just imagine this, if it was nothing but people, real people with human souls living in this earth, right, and we were all empathetic, okay, we all had empathy, then who is it going to be here to challenge and to to generate this loose energy for the fucking archons and reptilians? They need this loose energy, okay? They need it. If they don't have the loose energy, then they cannot survive. If they did not have people up here to challenge, if they did not have individuals on earth to challenge and stress the other people out, the real people out, then how the fuck are they going to get their loose energy? Now, if y'all don't know what loose energy is, it's very much needed for these entities to survive. God bless everyone. Wait, let me explain. Can I tell you? Yes, Eno, please tell me. Put it in the chat. I'll read it. Your hair looks nice. So using myself as an example, I am an INTJ. I haven't actually taken the test. Y'all know I'm so sovereign. I do not like to put myself in like no categories or anything like that. But are you a witch? No, I'm a sovereign divine being, Marco. And I don't need anything outside of myself to tap in. People keep coming out here with their kids and I got my devil horns on, but y'all know what? I'm gonna use my sovereign divine beingness to do what I want. Yes, I'm a sovereign divine being, Marco. I hope you are too. That's what I promote, sovereign divine beingness. So do you believe in Jesus? I do actually believe in Jesus. I believe in Jesus probably in a different way than you, though. I believe that Jesus came here and I believe his message was a little bit skewed. Not a little bit, a lot skewed. Jesus came here and he did not come here to tell you to worship him. I don't believe he did. Y'all hear that airplane? Do what thou wilt. Not necessarily. That's some Aleister Crowley stuff. I'm not a follower of anybody. Sovereign divine being here. Sovereign divine being here. I'm not a follower of anybody. Oh, well, we're here to learn some information. We're here to discuss things that really matter. We don't like to waste our breath up here, but we really want to change the world. We want to save the world, okay? It's a whole lot of bullshit that we consent to each and every day that we should not continue to consent to. I'm just here to tell you that you have a divine spark within you. And, well, you more than likely have a divine spark within you, or you might be an NPC, who knows? But today we up here talking about the NPCs, non-playable characters of the world, and we're talking about, I want to know what y'all think about the NPCs. Like, I come up here and I'm telling y'all about it, and you know, what do y'all think about the NPCs of the world? Why do you think that they're here? What is the purpose? I mean, obviously the NPCs of the world are under the control of the demiurge, because he chose those barbarians as his chosen people, right? Chosen people. All I seen was darkness. I remember I hit my head playing wrestling and I drowned in a pool. I only seen black, but I could have been unconscious. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. You ain't die though. Did you die? Like, had a real NDE where you died? Because I don't know, like, you hit your head, you probably was just passed out. You ever play Ouija? No. I don't reach out to anything outside of myself because I don't have to. That's another reason when you brought up Jesus, I believe that Jesus came here to tell us that we don't need anything outside of ourselves to have that deep communication and relationship with real true source. Jesus was not talking about the demiurge, okay? I do not believe that he was. Jesus was born into a Jewish family and he still wasn't with that shit. He still wasn't with that shit. And the monad. Yes, the monad. Let's talk about the monad. Interesting. So you know Sophia? Absolutely, I know Sophia. Of course I do. I talk about her probably every single live that I have. If y'all want to, yeah, I didn't technically die. Yeah, you know, because so that's what I was saying. It's the different NDEs, right? When I talk about the NDEs and the false light trap, everybody's NDEs is pretty much lining up with what I'm saying. Whatever it is that you believe, when your ass pass away, the archons is going to show you whatever it is that they can manipulate you with. They're going to show you that illusion. If you a Jesus freak, if you love Jesus that bad, you a Christian, they're going to show you a image of Jesus that you think is Jesus, and he going to direct your ass, say, oh, you did such a good job, and he going to direct your ass right to the light, and you're going to have this whole experience where you got to look through your whole life review, and then they're going to try to influence you to reincarnate again so that your ass can come back and suffer, and they can use you and abuse you for all the loose energy that you can provide them. Then if your ass keep getting reincarnated, by the time you get reincarnated again, your ass is going to end up having to get the motherfucking mirror link in your hand, and your ass is no longer going to be able to die, and that's called transhumanism. When you can't die no more, and you part fucking AI, part robot, bitch, and you can't die no more, then they can forever use you and abuse you for your loose energy. It get deep. I know people who flatline. I never even heard them say anything about the afterlife. Well, have you asked them? Also, it's a channel, guys. There's a channel, and it's a big channel. I can't think of the name of it right now, but if y'all are interested in it, please hit me up on my Instagram or my email and ask me for it, and I'll send y'all the name of this guy's channel. He basically interviews all people who have had near-death experiences, and his goal basically is to prove that all these people basically prove the whole false light trap exists. It's such a good channel. Oh my gosh, I wish I knew the name of it. Look at these birds, y'all. It's some beautiful birds right in front of me. But I wish I knew the name of this channel. Like the live while y'all up here, because if not, why you being so mean? Why you being so rude? We up here working hard, talking about things that really matter. No, I really hope you find Jesus as your Lord and Savior and fall away from the darkness of this world. No, I don't think Jesus wanted you to worship him. I don't think Jesus came here to tell you to worship him either. I think he came here to tell you that you have a divine spark within you, and that you do not need anything outside of yourself to commune with God. Okay, real God though, real source, real source. Jesus ascended. He explains how to in the Nag Hammadi Library, Book of Thomas. Book of Thomas. I love the Book of Thomas. Second revelation of John Go Crazy. Hey, look, the cell phone is already Neuralink. It very much is close to Neuralink. However, that mark of the beast is when it get deep. If you choose to give yourself away like that, that's on you. It's hard to get away from our phones. I'm about to just use it 4 hours a day. I think I know the guy you're talking about. Okay, so let's let this plane go back. So speaking of our phones, right, that just made me say this, and I think somebody in here need to hear it. Now, I know that a lot of people have heard spiritual people talk about having mirrors in their bedroom, and I know this is a little bit off topic, but it's very important. I know that y'all hear a lot of spiritual people talk about having mirrors in your bedroom, and how when you're sleeping with a mirror facing your bed, that the mirror is a portal, and that things can come through the mirror while you're sleeping and attack you, spiritually attack you, do whatever they want. The thing about it is, when you really think about it, if you're going to be covering your mirror or removing your mirror, then you should really remove your TV as well, because guess what? We know TV is a mirror as well. It's just a black mirror. Same thing with your phone, just like my dog just said in the comments. I've been limiting my phone time as well. Matter of fact, I literally said to myself, and I don't know if I manifested this or like this just happened like this or what, but I literally said to myself that I'm gonna stop being on my phone as much. Then literally that same night, for some reason, like I just dropped my phone in the shower, and now I have water damage, and I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna go get it fixed. I don't feel like going to go get it fixed. It keeps me from, it still work, but it keeps me from scrolling as much and stuff like that. So I don't know if I manifested that or what the case may be, but baby, I've been working on not being on my phone as much either. And it's been bringing me back to reality as well. The whole social media thing is a fucking mental loosh farm, okay? Loosh farm. It's a loosh farm. Literally, they are farming energy from us over and over and over and over. Every chance you get, you have a dopamine spike, then you sad, then you feeling emotional and all this kind of stuff. Why are you black? What kind of question is that? We don't get into the racial debates up here. I tell y'all that every time. The racial debates are useless and pointless, because when your ass die or in your past life, your ass was probably the race that you hate. You're just a soul. You're not a white soul, sir. You're just a soul. Yes, it is, fam. It really is. Oh my God. You feel that? What you feel? You make a cute devil. Well, thank you, Jim John. I wouldn't necessarily consider myself a devil, but I would consider myself a sovereign divine being. And my sovereign divine beingness this morning told me, oh, I want to wear my devil horns today. And especially since last live they was on my ass so bad, I figured it was a great idea to do so. and you know your shit. I could always learn more, you know what I mean? I love to do research overnight, do my little thing. LOL, he dummy, LOL. He admires the melanin but acts like a hater. Yeah, but you know what? That's okay. Like I say, we appreciate him for being here. You know, we just gonna send some good positive energy to him. No big deal. I'm here to let y'all know that you have a divine spark within you, okay? You wanna come up here and talk about black. What is that about? Hey, I'm in KC. I don't know what KC is. I'm just confused about America. Y'all weird as fuck. Well, where are you from, Baj Dude? I would not, I really don't want to claim America at the moment because of all the things that we got going on and our president and all of the wicked, dark, Epstein stuff that we got going on and how our government is ran. Not just our government though, because you might think you're better than America, but guess what? The whole world government, okay, is very much compromised by reptilians. So you might think your country is better, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. Okay? Our whole entire world government is fucking shadow government, reptilian ass beings. Last live I was up here telling y'all about this entity called the Vril. This Vril thing is a reptilian and it can literally body snatch real human beings, okay? So you up there and you see all this whole black eye club and all this kind of stuff going on. That is Vril type 1 who have body snatched these people, and these people are fucking dead. Guess what? Y'all want to talk so bad about Erica Kirk? My sovereign divine opinion, that's no longer Erica Kirk. Erica and fucking her man is dead, okay? They gone, they bye-bye, they out of here, okay? And that fucking entity that's fucking controlling her, that is Vril, who took over her motherfucking consciousness. She's no longer here. So you could talk bad about her if you want, you know what I mean? I'm not talking good about her, so don't get confused. If God were to extend provision to all of his servants, they would surely transgress in the land, but he sends it down due measures and his he wills. Indeed, he is all aware and all seeing of his servants. Okay. Bought a house, got unlimited sick days, free hospital and university. What you got? Ghettos and fighting for drug spots. Bought a house. I'm happy. Congratulations to Baj. Everybody put a 1 in the chat that Baj do bought a house. Shout out to you. We so proud of you that you bought a house. You got unlimited sick days. Oh my God, I'm so happy that you got a. No, I don't even want to be sarcastic. You're bragging about your 9 to 5, not very tea. And it's okay. I mean, I'm glad you have a job and you're able to provide for yourself to be able to eat. But I just want to say this: the society that they have us living in, when we wake up and the first thing that we think about is finances and how we going to pay these bills and how we can't pay these bills, how we stressed about, oh, I got to get some gas, I got to do this, I got to go to my 9 to 5, and then I got to do it all over again tomorrow, and then I got to do it all over again tomorrow. Maybe I might get one day off. I have these relationship struggles and this type of struggles, and I have this health problem, and I have this, and I don't know how I'm going to do this, and I'm all this toxic struggle, stress, and all this kind of stuff is implanted program. And that's another thing. People like you, the NPCs of the world, like the people who just say, oh, like, I bought a house and I'm living in society, and everything that I have. That's what NPCs do. They talk about, that's perfect example actually. They care about what they materially have or what they materially can get. They live in the material world, okay? That's what they care about. I remember somebody coming up here, I was talking about manifestation one time, and somebody came up here and said, well, why don't you have a mansion? And if you can manifest, why don't you have a mansion, and why aren't you super rich? And that is literally exactly what somebody like NPC, non-playable character, no consciousness, no gray area looking, no, can't read between the lines. That's exactly what somebody like that would say. Okay, when we're manifesting, you can manifest whatever it is that you want in the world, and you want to manifest a mansion, some material things. How about you manifest a fucking deep connection with fucking God? Wouldn't you want to manifest that? Like, that's something greater, right? Oh, I done missed a lot of comments. Indeed, expanding provision for everyone could lead to tyranny, corruption, and transgression. Therefore, God sends down in precise measure, according to his wisdom, the balance, righteousness, and care. I don't really believe that the monad is actually interfering with this, with our reality. They transfer their souls. The devil is Satan. Yeah, they transfer the fuck out of them souls. The fuck out of them souls, right? Y'all don't have fathers? I do have a father. I love my daddy real bad, and he was very much present in my life. We have fathers. That's, see, that's another thing. Archon, NPC, where's your positivity, baby? I'm up here telling you, Mr. Bajdu, that you have a divine spark within you, that you're more powerful than you even know. I'm trying to tell you about how you can literally help this whole reality, help everybody in this reality transcend. And you up here talking about we don't got daddies. Detroit lady, my girl. People base their worth on societal expectations. Exactly. Societal expectations as well as societal pressures. People who are folding to societal pressures are the NPCs that we are discussing today. These aphantasia disorder style people. Okay? It's not about that. They don't know. You the biggest NPC though. Talking about spirituality and so empty inside it hurts. Bajdu, you see how like I'm the one with the devil horns on, right, y'all? But Bajdu is really the dark one in the whole conversation. I'm literally just trying to put some positivity into your life. You know, you're here for a reason. And you know what? You're meant to be here. That's why you're here. And I'm grateful that you are here. And I'm grateful that I can try to like open up that NPC-ness in your brain, that archon gene that you have that's been, you know, I'm trying to help make that gene a little bit more dormant for you. Yes, his societal status is important to him. Exactly. His material things is what's important to him. Spirituality doesn't matter. He up here talking about, hey, you're so spiritual and empty inside, but he's the one who don't give a fuck about spirituality. None of the NPCs care about spirituality. They care about what they have. So who the white lady y'all was talking about? What white lady? You are living in your own world. Talking is easy. Just talk. Exactly. I am living in my own world. That's absolutely true. And I'm the creator of my own reality as well. Gotta remember that. God says that this one name everyone will bow, and that is Jesus. No, the demiurge said that. Source didn't say that. Jesus did not tell you to bow down to him. Jesus came here to tell you that all of those miracles that he was performing, that you're capable of performing them too. That's what I be up here trying to tell y'all, that divine spark that I'm telling you about. If you couldn't see the apple at the beginning of this, we did a thought experiment. Just a little recap for the people that missed it. We did a thought experiment at the beginning of this video where I said, please participate. And I told you to close your eyes and imagine a shiny red apple in your head. And if you could see that, the people who could see it very vividly put a 1, and the people who could barely see it but could see it a little bit put a 2, and the people who couldn't see it at all put a 3. The people who put the 3 are the people who lack that divine spark, who lack that consciousness that's able to transcend realms. My pops passed away my phone is messed up, so I can't really scroll. My pops passed away 3 years ago. He was official pillar of my father's side of the family. Grandma was a missionary. He was married to mom. They got divorced, but he was the GOAT, and he is still. Okay, shout out to Pops. We don't got far. Exactly. You know, let them know about your daddy. Yeah, and my dad, I love my daddy real bad. He was a great daddy. He is a great daddy. And yeah, he taught me a whole lot of stuff. We don't got fathers. I'm gonna just scroll down to the bottom. I hope I don't miss nothing. I'm sorry, y'all, but my phone messed up. I told y'all it got wet. Are you the devil? No, I'm a sovereign divine being. Thank you for asking. Germany is a pretty name. Thank you. I was just thinking about my name earlier. You know, thank you. where is the divine spark? It's within, and that's what Jesus was trying to tell you to do, is go within. This information, I'm not trying to be your leader, your teacher, your guru, your none of that, okay? You don't have to believe a thing, not a lick of thing that I say, okay? I'm just here telling y'all that you have a divine spark within you, and whether you believe it or not, that's okay. You don't have to believe nothing that I say. I want you to be a sovereign divine being such as myself. I come to my own conclusions. I don't come to conclusions based off societal pressures, and I don't want you to do that either. Worship my Father, not me. I'm definitely not worshiping you. I'm not worshiping anything. I go within and I can commune with God without the need of a nothing. Okay, I don't need a nothing outside of myself to be able to commune with God, and neither do you. That's what Jesus was trying to tell us as well. He was trying to tell us that all the stuff, all the miracles that he was able to do, that we can do that too. We need to go within. We don't need to go out without. We don't need to go to the preacher, the church, the guru, the pastor, the spiritual teacher. You don't need none of that stuff. You can go within to commune with God. You don't need nothing outside of yourself. And when I say nothing, I mean nothing. I know that the African spirituality of the world, I used to love the African spirituality. I used to love the Hinduism. I used to love all that kind of stuff. Now I'm just sovereign. I mean, some stuff I did never threw away the baby with the bathwater, but it is some stuff that I just no longer subscribe to. When it comes to having to reach out to different entities or orishas and I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, and that, because there are benevolent beings who will assist you in this world, and it's okay to accept assistance. However, you do not have to reach out to anything outside of yourself. Not the Ganesha, not the Shiva, not the Oshun. You don't have to reach out to anything outside of yourself to commune with God. You can accept help if you would like to, but you don't have to reach out to anything to get what you're looking for. We know exactly where we're going, and we know exactly how to get there. We just have to believe. We just have to trust. Trust. That's it. Trust. We were created by two people to be our own person. We are God in separate bodies. It's the spark. Exactly, exactly. And you know what? I need to stop being so timid when it comes to standing on shit, because that's exactly what I wanted to say, but it just be like, it off puts people so much when you tell them about, when you tell them that we're all gods. It's hard to say it. It is written, as surely as I live, says the Lord, every knee will bow before me, every tongue will acknowledge God. Okay, that God that you're referring to right there is that jealous God. I'm not talking about the jealous God, the God who, like, did all that genocide and, like, crimes against humanity, and, like, requiring sacrifice and requiring you to put blood crosses on your door and all that weird dark stuff. I'm not talking about that God. That God I will refer to as, like, the demiurge. Okay, when I talk about God and source, I'm talking about real source. The demiurge wasn't even aware that he was not the only God. Okay, he was misinformed. I need to reach out to you. Please feel free to reach out to me, y'all. My name is Germanybadd with the 2 D's. If y'all did not know, y'all can reach me on my Instagram at Germanybadd with 2 D's, or my email, Germanybadd with 2 D's at Gmail. Please tap in. Tap in. And if y'all love music, I got over 1 million streams on just one of my songs on Spotify. So y'all know we doing big things over there. Okay, tap in, Germanybadd with the 2 D's. We make bangers. Yeshua, you can decide on anything, even the smallest thing, but you can never choose your destiny. Yes, you can. Trust me, that is programming. Don't try to program me. Trust me, you are a woman full of positive energy, but you need to look deeper than your current thinking. Well, I believe that you're trying to program me by telling me that I can't choose my destiny, because I can. Who said I can't choose my destiny? Did Jesus say that? Because y'all talking about Jesus. Jesus said I can't choose my destiny? Because I don't believe that. I can choose my destiny. I am the creator. I am in charge of my own reality. I can have anything that I want happen. Let's not speak on demons, lol. They just the confused part of God. Yahweh was just asking for gold, virgin women, sacrifices, and land. When was that good things? Where your morals can a book make wrong right? Exactly, Eno. That's exactly my point as well. When you, it's like that's how you know when someone is an NPC though, right? Because of the societal pressures. So if societal pressures is telling you that being a Christian is being a good person and following the Bible and just believing and not questioning God is a good thing, then that's what you're gonna do as a non-playable character. Non-playable characters are programmable, more easily programmable, might I say, because people like me, people like you, people who have that divine spark are also programmable as well. That's why they have all these different things to program us, institutionalize us, whatever we watching, they want it to program us. However, these non-playable characters are extremely programmable, and if you tell them that that this book is the book of all books, and you're gonna follow this book, and you're not gonna question anything in this book, if there's fucking human sacrifice, fucking genocide, and all this crazy stuff, they're just gonna say, well, this is the book of all books, the book of all books. So, that's just how it go. Take the horns off. No, I used my free will. Even Jesus can't choose his destiny. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Jesus, the miracles that Jesus performed, he came here to explain to you that you have the divine spark within you to be able to heal people just like he did, and do things outside of the normal limits of this matrix. She's AI, y'all. Don't listen to her. Ain't no real person that pretty. Well, thank you, Rhea723. That was cute. I like that. You just don't understand. Well, inform me. Yeah, I kind of don't follow the Bible either. I'm sure it changed. I'm sure it's changed by now. I seen a pig eating in the farm one day. They'll eat a t-shirt, ink pen, anything. What are we talking about? Pigs. That's crazy. Like, people just stand on lines and listen. They trapped y'all in a book. Think about what the doctrines ask. That's what I'm saying. I mean, anybody with common sense, in my opinion, if you have this divine spark within you, and you have a conscience, and you have empathy, any person who actually has these qualities that I'm naming, is no way that they're going to be sitting around trying to justify this deep, dark depravity in this book. It is deep, dark depravity. And then it's not like they don't know about this stuff. They know, they clearly know about these weird freaking tests, and jealousy, and genocide, and requiring sacrifice, and it gets dark and disgusting. And why would you, if you the big god of all the gods, you the big dog of gods, what are you going on about? What? She at least a 7 out of 10. That's cool. Thank you. What is your definition of destiny? Well, from what I'm getting from what you're trying to say, I believe that you're trying to say, like, we chose our paths and before we got here. That's pretty much what I'm getting that you're saying, but I disagree with that. I don't believe that we chose our paths. I think that we have free will in a sense, because the reptilians and the archons worked their way around us and our free will. So we have free will in a sense, and I believe that we, as the creators of our reality, we are able to make whatever it is that we want to happen. So I don't believe that we chose a destiny. Oh, I'm supposed to be a this, so I'm gonna be a that. No, I don't believe that. I think that we can change our lives whenever we want. I believe that you can wake up tomorrow. If say it's somebody in here that's 72 years old. I believe that at 72 years old, you can wake up tomorrow and decide to make your reality the way you want. You always wanted to be a music artist? Okay, you 72 years old, and now you turn and you decide to manifest a music artist life for yourself. I believe that you can do that. I'm about to roll up another blunt. Okay, roll that blunt. Mention one depravity, you haven't read one full book of the Bible. Did you not just hear all of the depravity that we've been mentioning so far? Okay, for example, right? Let me say it like this. Say you have 15 kids. Like you went all the way out there and you decided, damn, I'm about to have 15. I got 15 kids now. Like whole football team, bitch. I got 15 kids. And your 15 kids, all of the motherfucking 15 kids start disobeying you. I'm talking about not listening to nothing you saying. They even call somebody else mama sometime. Like they don't play, like they not obedient to you, right? And you like, you know what, these 15 kids is bad. I created these 15 kids and they not obeying me and listening to me. Oh, I'm about to kill every single one of them. And you kill all your kids. Can you justify that to me? Because you saying name one depravity, that is depraved. Okay, that is a dark. Okay, you killed all your kids because they weren't listening. Is that not depravity to you? That's how you know that you more than likely are the person who would have put 3 in the chat when we did our thought experiment. If you can justify something of that sort, like genocide, then you're depraved yourself. It's not depravity? Archon, NPC. Oh my goodness. I like how you style your hair. Thank you. I do hair videos too if y'all want to tap in with those. Y'all know I'm the Jane of all trades, master of a lot of them as well. Okay, now they do. If I showed y'all what's going on right now, y'all cannot tell me this is not an archon. Oh my God. They're rage baiting you. Okay, speaking of rage baiting, do y'all know that rage baiting is literally demonic? Okay, anyone who has a divine spark within them with just even a tad bit of empathy is not going to be on somebody's channel rage baiting them. That's another thing. That's what I'm saying. That's the different. That's how you can tell what kind of people are. If they're the S or if they're the I. Okay, if they're the conscious one or if they're the non-conscious one. Rage baiting is demonic. Rage baiting comes from people with no empathy, no conscience, no divine spark. And y'all know I'm 6 minutes over. My manager be on my ass, but it's cool because I'm having a good conversation. I'm having a good time up here. Like to laugh while y'all up here, because if not, why you being so mean? Why you being so rude? So the creator has the ability to create and destroy. Everything he does is for good. God's spirit will not abide in sin. Okay, so that is exactly what I mean when I say societal pressures. You are allowing, because you heard it a lot of times and you heard it justified so many times that you sitting up here trying to justify it to me. There's no way, with my empathy that I have in my heart, there's no way that you can justify killing people to me. I don't feel like you can justify that. I don't feel like you can justify making someone almost kill their own son to see if they were going to do it, to see how loyal they were to you. If you're truly God, you know if this person is loyal to you or not. You don't need to fake like you're gonna get them to kill their child. There is no way that you can justify in my brain to make me think that it's a good thing to put somebody under that type of anxiety, under that type of stress, where you got this person thinking, okay, you know what, I'm gonna kill my son for you, God. I will do it. I will do it. That's fucking dark. That's depraved. There's no way you can make that makes sense to a person with empathy or divine spark. Your manager can wait. She be on my ass. She don't want me up here longer than an hour, y'all. Satanic panic. I understand where you're coming from, but you're just rambling. Your feelings don't matter when it comes to truth. Well, I don't believe I'm rambling. I believe that my sovereign divine opinion matters. And I'm grateful that you're here to hear it. Gospel the Ghost, spell tricknology. We were in the Garden Eden wondering why we were naked. Yes, I talk about the Garden of Eden a lot. You know, I'm sure you know because you my dog, you be here. But I talk about the Garden of Eden a lot, and I talk about Sophia, and I do believe the story of Sophia turning herself into the snake and spitting game, letting them know what's up. Because if she didn't, who would? And she felt responsible. She felt responsible for even creating this malformed being that y'all love so bad. Y'all love this being so bad that you're willing to say, you know what, I'm going to throw all of my common sense out the window for you. Y'all love this being so bad that you're like, oh my God, like if this being tell me to sacrifice my one and only son, I'm going to do that for sure. Yeah. It makes sense to those who believe. You believe what you're told. Like an NPC, a programmable NPC. Where is the sovereignty though? That's what the NPCs of the world are missing. Sovereignty. Okay? You are here to be sovereign. You're not here to follow no religion. You're not here to have to talk to a preacher in order to talk to God. Is my lip gloss like getting cakey? I can't see. I got so much pollen on my phone I can't see. So Sophia was a serpent. Now that sound about right. Absolutely, Will. Thank you for asking. I would love to give a quick little backstory for anybody who's interested. This is my sovereign divine opinion, but I will just say this. This is the story and I believe it to a T, okay? And one day, tomorrow, if I come across some information and I change my mind, I have sovereign rights to change my mind if I want. But at this very moment, this is what I believe. I believe God. We have God, real true source, Monad, okay? We're going to call him Monad. He has a feminine counterpart that we're going to call her Sophia, okay? Sophia looked at the Monad and she said, like, oh my gosh, like when you be doing that creating stuff, I love it. Like she was infatuated. She was just like infatuated with the idea of creation. And she said, you know what? I'm going to create some shit on my own. Like, I want to try. Like, damn, like, that's cool. I want to try that. I'm so interested. So this was the first mistake ever made, ever. She created on her own without her monad, without the permission from God, okay? And she basically got herself pregnant. So if you can imagine kind of like extreme incest, like what kind of being is going to come out from that. But basically she got herself pregnant with this entity that she gave birth to. And this entity, which is what I keep talking about, is the demiurge. Now this demiurge, Yaldabaoth, was said to have like the head of a lion and the body of a snake, malformed, okay, messed up, not all the way there, okay, literally. She banished this being to the realm that we're in right now, okay? This being was confused. He look around, he don't see nobody but him. He like, you know what, I'm God, fuck are you talking about? He like, I'm God. Ain't no other God bigger than me. I'm God. What are you talking about? So he declares himself God and he started doing the same shit, creating on his own. Sophia looked down and said, let me go check on my badass baby kid. She looked down and she seen what the fuck he was doing. And she like, oh no, like I gotta go let these humans know that they actually do have a divine spark within them and they're way more powerful than he is ever gonna let them know. Okay, so that's what she did. She turned herself into that snake and then she came and the story is the story. Go read Ethiopian Bible, 88 books, which was written around the 4th and 5th century AD. Okay, I heard about the Ethiopian Bible. Think of it like this. You can choose to go on a trip, but whether the journey is safe or not isn't up to you. Believing in divine destiny gives us peace. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing when it comes to the whole NPCs, right? If you're talking to an NPC and say for example you tell them, oh my gosh, like I'm so depressed, I've been down, I'm depressed, and then the NPC is gonna say, oh, they're gonna give you some generic advice like that advice that you just said. They're gonna say something like, oh well, just keep going, everything's gonna be okay. There's no empathy. They don't give a fuck, okay? That's you. You don't give a fuck. You're like, well, no matter what, you have a destiny and you can go on a trip, but you don't know if the trip is going to be... You can create your own reality. If I sit and we have a trip, right? And we have a trip plan. This is my sovereign divine opinion, though. You don't have to agree. Say we have a trip plan, like you said, we're going to Texas. Say we're going on a road trip to Texas. And in my brain, all I'm thinking about on this road trip is how we could possibly get in an accident. Something might happen on this trip. We could possibly get in an accident. A truck might hit us. Something like that. That is me literally manifesting something bad to happen, and it's more likely that something bad is going to happen. We attract our realities. When people say that, it's not a made up thing. These people are not just saying this to get you, to give you a little motivation or positivity for the day. It's a real thing. What you focus on is what you attract. So if you go on a trip and you and say the trip was going to be good, and now that's what I'm trying to say. You can literally 100% cult shit. You're right. I am starting a cult, and my cult is literally, we're going to save the world, okay? All this dark child trafficking, dark ass fucking archon, reptilian stuff, we do not consent. We are sovereign. My cult is going to be a sovereign cult. We do not consent to none of that shit. None of it. Jesus Christ is God. No. Jesus Christ was a divine messenger of true source, not the demiurge of the Bible. Okay? That was misconstrued. All of that. I'm 14 minutes over, but y'all know what? I'm having such a good time. I don't want to go. That's why you need to monitor your words. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why when I give examples, I try not to give too dark of examples, like, so that I'm not speaking anything into my own life. Nice to see you're still doing the damn thing. I want to be in the cult. Please do, Eternal Love. We would love to have you. You would be such a beautiful addition to the cult. Okay, y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all we're on a mission. We're here to literally change the world. We're trying to save the world. We're trying to save the children. We are trying to save ourselves. We're trying to gain some freedom and sovereignty that they do not want us to have. They don't want us to be sovereign. They don't want us to come up with our own opinions. They don't want us to know about their deep, dark, depravity shit that they be doing. But guess what? We know about it. The world is learning about it. Everybody is finally becoming aware of this, these conspiracy theories that we have been discussing for however long. I'm back. I'm sorry. I had to jump in another world. I'm a union rep at my job, Barclays Arena, Brooklyn Nets. I cook food. Okay, Eno. I love food. I love food. Okay, Barclays, New York. Shout out to New York. High level NPC then. But seriously, even NPCs follow a script. They didn't write, which actually proves my point about destiny. We all play our roles, but there's a master programmer behind the whole simulation. Oh, so you do believe in a master programmer? A programmer? Okay. Okay. Speaking of scripts and NPCs, I also wanted to say this. Y'all know about the Mandela effect, right? This is my sovereign opinion. You do not have to believe it. Y'all know about the Mandela effect, right? So the Mandela effect, literally the NPCs of the world, their whole memory will even get rewritten to follow the new script. So that's why people, like a majority of us, and Freckles, thank you, Shasha. Shay girl. Shout out to you. Thank you for being here. We're really happy you're here. The vessels were made by demiurge. The spark comes from the monad. Exactly. Barbello actions through Sophia movements. It's the only way she could help. Jesus and Sophia are the serpent. Absolutely. You know, you be so tapped in. Like, I love it when you on my lives. You so tapped in. I agree with everything that you just said. And this is the thing, right? I love to remind you guys that the vessels that we are in are temporary vessels, okay? That's why the whole racial conversation will never matter. The whole gender conversation will never matter. These are temporary vessels that we should be using to the best of our abilities. Jesus used his temporary vessel to the best of his ability, and he came here to tell us that we can do exactly what he did. In the garden, Jesus enlightened us. He asked, why would he keep you ignorant? Exactly. I mean, using common sense, if we were to do a thought experiment, experiment and use our common sense, let's just use common sense, what would make you think, like, why would God want you to be ignorant? Christians, please answer that question for me in the chat. I would highly appreciate it. Why would God want us to be ignorant? Because it's a little where y'all at? Y'all was all in the comments. Where are y'all at now? I just want an answer. And y'all know I'm like, come on, hurry up, because my manager is gonna be on my ass. Free will, isn't it? What does free will have to do with God wanting to keep you ignorant? Explain. Somebody explain. One of you Christians, please come into the chat like y'all been all day long. I'm under the impression that I can only save myself, but I'll practice psychokinesis and interact with the world in a balanced way. I can tell people how to unlock the avatar state, but that's it. Eternal love. You know what? You're saying it as if that's such a small feat, or like that's like nothing, not a big deal, like, oh, I can't really help that much. That is like literally the biggest thing that you could do. And even just me coming up here and reminding people of their divine spark is my due diligence for today. I done my work for today just by reminding people of that divine spark that they have within them. So even though something might seem like a small thing, like not a big deal, like, oh, I can't really help that much, I can only save myself, really you can do, you're doing more just by being in the comments right now. People are witnessing the words that you're saying, and it's somebody's hearing it. It's touching somebody. Do what thou wilt. No, I'm not a follower of Aleister Crowley or anybody for that matter. I don't follow anybody. I'm sovereign divine being. Right, that doesn't make sense. Well, I just put these on this morning because my spirit wanted to, like, I used my free will to wear what I wanted. Right, that doesn't make sense. Why would someone that loves you unconditionally treat you so poorly and like a peasant? Exactly, Leo. But where are the Christians? They're supposed to be explaining to us why God would want us to be lost in the sauce. People quote the Bible but don't know what the shit really mean. Facts. Simple, the programmer is God. Girl, you late as hell with that comment. Just testing you. Just testing you? Oh, okay. What's up with the horns? I decided to put these horns on. I used my free will this morning, and so I decided to put these horns on because I wanted to. Which Bible we are quoting? Child music. You a devil. No, I'm not a devil. I'm a sovereign divine being, and that's what I want you to be as well. Anyways, y'all know I'm like 20 minutes over, so I hate to do this to y'all, but I really had a good time. Please like the live before we go. Please like the live. We up here working hard, talking about stuff that really matter. If y'all don't know who I am, my name is Germanybadd with the 2 D's. I'm the people's favorite unicorn mermaid princess. Okay, we make real deal bangers. Okay, I got over 1 million streams on just one of my songs on Spotify. Please tap in, Germanybadd with the 2 D's on all music platforms. Okay, if you hate music, you can't fucking stand music, but you love the rabbit hole, then you're in exactly the right place. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Okay, because we get deep down in the rabbit hole. It's our safe place. It's our comfort space. We love it here, and we know what we're talking about. Okay, we don't waste our breath. I'm not trying to be your teacher, leader, guru, none of that, but I'm grateful that y'all came here to chop it up with me. I hope y'all be back tomorrow, because y'all know I'm gonna be back tomorrow. Not to play devil's advocate or nothing, but do what thou wilt and free will kind of run the same track. Would you agree? Somewhat, but do what thou wilt kind of hold a notion to me. When I hear that, it kind of holds a notion to me with there's no empathy involved or no moral compass involved. I think when we are using our free will, that's good and that's great, but we have to use our moral compass and have empathy for other people. So do what thou wilt doesn't give empathy for other people. It just gives do whatever the fuck you want to do, even if it hurts others. I believe that Aleister Crowley's message probably got misinterpreted. I don't know about Aleister Crowley. I'm not a follower of him. I'm not a follower of anyone, actually. I'm a sovereign divine being. But yeah, The media programs people to believe that anything outside of Christianity is automatically demonic. It's not true. Exactly. It's programming. And a lot of NPCs, I don't know if you was here, Detroit lady, but we were talking about NPCs, people with no conscious, and no divine spark. These people are programmable. Well, more programmable than regular people with a real divine spark. You are a critical thinker and I command you. Oh, I don't know what happened to your comment. Why did you delete it? Y'all devil better repent and stay away from this girl and her bullshit. See, you're a archon, but we're grateful to have you. I'm just here to tell you that you actually do have a divine spark. And yeah, thank you, Detroit lady. You know you my girl. We don't even have to know. You don't have to delete them though. It's cool. Like I appreciate the devil's advocate and the back and forth. I like it. We don't have to even know each other. We know the truth. We don't have to do anything. We just ready and knowledge. I just subbed to your channel. Thank you, Leo. Enjoy the rest of your day. I really appreciate you for being here. I hope I see you tomorrow. You are a critical thinker and I command you. You are definitely on the right path. Well, I appreciate you, Mar-a-Lago. That name, what's up with that name, girl? What's up with that name? I heard a whole lot of stuff go on in Mar-a-Lago. Because I have premonitions all the time. You know, I think that I'm grateful that you come. I'm grateful that we have been able to come across each other's path, and I'm grateful that you always here. You always put such important information into the chat, and I really do appreciate you. Why are you so black? Have you been taking activated charcoal? No, I haven't been taking activated charcoal. I brush my teeth with baking soda. I love being here. You're mad cool. You're mad cool too. I appreciate you. I think that's a dude. I am out of the closet. Troll mocking a certain group of people which will remain nameless. Well, troll mocking a certain group of people. Oh, that makes sense. Well, shout out to you. I like that. Mock them, girl. Do your thing, because if we keep consenting to the bullshit, then they're allowed to do it. See, the thing about it is, y'all wonder why it's like they have to tell us. Everybody knows they have to tell us the stuff that they do, and they do through the movies. They keep that, they uphold that portion of their side of the game. They always tell us what they got going on. And the thing about it is, we've been so complacent that we just sit back and we allow this stuff to go on. We know the deep dark shit that they be doing at the islands and at the groves and at all this dark wicked things that they doing with these children and this adrenochrome and this energy harvesting and all this kind of stuff. We are aware of it, but we sit back and we just we let it go on. So that's on us. If y'all, and I really don't want to get this deep with the Galactic Federation, but the Galactic Federation, you think, you wonder, and you're like, well, why the fuck aren't they doing anything about it? They're not doing anything about it because we're not doing anything about it. If you're complacent with it, that means you cool with the shit, okay? If you go along with some shit, you cool with it. That's you. That's on you. Our soul is under attack. Control our spark. The devil is a liar. Okay, let's leave it off on that. I love y'all real bad. If y'all don't know who I am, I'm Miss Germanybadd with the 2 Ds. I'm the people's favorite unicorn mermaid princess. I will be back tomorrow around this same time. If y'all don't know, I make real deal bangers. Tap in with my music, okay? I'm a rapper and I make bangers. We got over 1 million streams on just one of our songs on Spotify. So please tap in, Germanybadd with the 2 Ds, no space, all music platforms. If you hate music, you can't fucking stand music, but you love the rabbit hole, you're in the right spot. We get deep down in the rabbit hole. It's our safe place. You know that. What time you go live? I enjoy talking to you. I'll be live around the same time tomorrow, probably about 10 o'clock, maybe a few minutes earlier. I love y'all real bad. Thank y'all for being here. Okay, I'm gonna subscribe, girlfriend. Thank you, Mar-a-Lago. Thank you for being here, girl. I appreciate you. I'm grateful to have y'all here with me today, and like to laugh before y'all go, because why not? Why you being so mean? Why you being so rude? We up here talking about stuff that really matter. Don't you know? Don't you know? Hey, Steve. That's my daddy name. Like to laugh before we go. And yeah, I appreciate y'all real bad. Y'all don't even know. You talking about deception, King D. Let me tell you something. I'm just up here to tell you about your divine spark. You coming up here telling me I'm a deceiver and I'm a devil and I'm a this and I'm a that. All I'm trying to do is remind you of your divine spark. You're bigger than you know. You're not just a sinner, okay? I don't want you to feel like when you wake up in the morning that you're just a sinner and that's all you are, because you're more than that. You have a divine spark. All the things that Jesus that you love real bad did, you can do those things too, okay? Tap in. Tap in, gain some sovereignty. Everybody in here, I want y'all to be sovereign. Gain some sovereignty, Mr. King D. And thank you for your comments. It really does improve the what is it, algorithm for me. So I really appreciate you, King D. Thank y'all for being here with me. I love y'all real bad, real bad. Like the live before we go, because if not, why you being so mean? Why you being so rude? Y'all know King D is on my ass. Put some ones in the chat to show King D a little bit of love, because they not used to love. The NPCs, they don't know how to react. The NPCs and the archons, they don't know how to react to such love and such, you know, positivity. Someone is a slave to the rhythm. No, King D, you and many others are deceived. That's why she is trying to bring stuff to people's attention. Thank you, Detroit lady. You know you my girl. Let's leave it off on that note. That's because they put too many rules on love. Well, I don't want to get into. I don't want to ruin the vibe of where we was gonna leave off on Mar-a-Lago. But it is some stuff when it comes to love that I just don't agree with. Not necessarily love, but I guess that's more. I guess that don't really have to do with love, but whatever happened to the word unconditional before? Exactly. That's true, Mar-a-Lago. Okay, so anyways, I love y'all real bad. My manager gonna cuss me out, but I had a good time with y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. Like the live before we go. I'll be back tomorrow around probably 10, maybe like 9:40, 10 a.m. I hope to see y'all. And yeah, I love y'all real bad. Thank y'all so much for being here. Yeah, I'm at a park, Detroit lady. This is my new favorite tree. I haven't seen you in a minute, but I've been going live pretty much every day except the past 2 days because I got really sick. But the past before that, I've been going live every day. This is my new favorite tree here. I be tree hugging every day. If anybody want to start that new practice, go to find y'all a tree that y'all really feel something for. Put y'all bare palm of y'all hand onto the tree. Sit there for like 3 minutes meditating with the tree. Close your eyes and imagine the fact that this tree right here that I'm sitting on, this tree got a whole seat and a whole cup holder for me. Look. You think I'm lying, but I'm not. I'm literally sitting on a seat. This tree is holding me, okay? So, yeah, close your eyes. Imagine the fact that this tree is connected to the deep waters of the earth. I'm talking about literally deep down in the earth. And it is just like, it feels amazing. Do it every day, y'all. 3 minutes at least. Between 3 and 5 minutes. Try it. I'm a tree hugging ass bitch now, y'all. Okay, we out. Light alive.